Hell, welcome back to Empyrion. Hell here, and today we're gonna do what I've been putting off for a bit. So we now have all of our harvesting stuff in here. We've done some updates back here. We're gonna talk about these guys in a moment. And let's head down here. This is our fabrication area. So last time we were together, I was talking about some of the updates to the CV, where we actually had basically started revamping some of the stuff in here. One of the things that we've done is we now have the improved extenders, and we'll do it this way. So in the CVs, all right, let's scroll our butts down here to these guys. So what happened was when we were looting the bases on the dead planet, we actually found a couple of different bases that had the actual base version of these extenders. And so what we did is we brought them back. Right? I threw down a core, picked them up so that we actually had the extenders, brought them back, and I went to put them in here, and I was like, oh, well, apparently the ones that are for the base don't work in the CV. So, okay. So I threw them in our deconstructor, and our deconstructor broke them down into parts, and I basically converted them over into CV stuff. So that's a long way of saying we now have a whole lot of CPU, and we're using a good chunk of it. Oh, we're going to add more of those as we get the resources for them. I think, how many of those can I have? I don't ever remember how many of those I can have on board. Did I just scroll past it? No, they're down here. Okay. We'll find them here in a second. Or not. Where did we? Where did they? Oh, there they are. Okay. So we can have two of the improved, right, which we now have. So we have our basic, we have these two. Means next we have room for 5 of these guys. Now, these are considerably more expensive, and I'm not sure if and when we'll actually get them. But yeah, that is something that we're going to be working on. But first, today, what we're going to be doing, and this, I don't know if we're going to end up time-lapping this or not. Probably at least part of it will. We're going to start working on updating the ship. So there's a couple of things that I've kind of want to try. Like I'm kind of wanting to build something along the lines of this, where we end up with slightly larger thrusters. Well, in our case, we're going to be running smaller thrusters, because those are significantly bigger than what we can run. Those are the advanced thrusters, which honestly I might be able to make one of those, but we're not to that point yet. What I had wanted to do originally was to make the ship fairly modular. Let's do that. How much room we got? Okay, we got room. What I wanted to do was really. Are you serious? Turn your shield off. Thank you. We're going to take these out really quick. Okay, so the original concept was that the ship was going to be mostly modular in the regards of we would build this module and this is what we would use for now. And as resources became available, we'd start building back further. And I like the concept. I'm not sure I like the way it became applied to the ship. So what I'm thinking I may do is I may change this up just a little bit, because I'm kind of wanting the ship to be a little bit more than what it is right now. So I may change this up. I was going to sit down and draw some of this out. But I'm thinking now that we've got all of this, I'm not sure that I'm gonna do that. One of the things that I want to do is let's go ahead and strip these out. Because we're gonna have this change up a little bit here. Alright, so I want to basically get our lines here a little bit more in line with what we have. Hopefully this won't destroy our grow plots. You are just the ramp. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to strip this back to at least here. Come on. I want you guys to use that out of the game. Okay. So what I should be doing is I really should be using my little drone, but it's okay. And what I think I'm gonna do is I think we're just gonna go ahead and leave these open for right now. At least until I get the other side stripped back. Mainly because we're going to have to do all this again anyway, so we may as well just go ahead and do it all in one shot. Just makes it a little easier to get everything done. So that way we're not repressurizing and depressurizing the ship, constantly, because that does burn our oxygen that's on board. And I don't want to do that if I don't need to. Alright, and then you're basically all going to come out as well. I don't like the personal suit floating around in space aspect of this game. Oh man. Alright, so if we do that, really, I swear, man, shield needs to. I keep forgetting that this is a thing in this game. All right, so if we do that, I'm almost tempted. All right, let me see. Do I have something that'll let me go from? Maybe. Then let me step that up to there. And let's do the same on the other side. Do I like that, or do I want to? I think I like that. Okay, I think that'll work. And that does open up some potential things to do later on. Which means all of those blocks I just pulled out, we didn't need to pull out. Oh, doesn't that figure? There we go. Okay, so that gets us something that's looking a little bit better, a little more sculpted there. And then here, we pull that one and this one. We're going to do the same on the other side. And like I said, basically we're just really trying to clean this stuff up. Did I? Yeah, okay. Alright. And then that opens us up for this area to be blended into something else. Oh. Now from the, let's take a look at the front here for a second. Because what I'm thinking is I think I want a small, like, rounded bit off on that side. And what we'll do is we'll set those up. That's interesting. We'll set those up to be our cargo area. So we'll have cargo on both sides. And what I want to do with that is I think we're going to have... Let's do that. Wouldn't be a bad idea for that to come out. Let's say do 2.5 of these. Let's see how that's looking. And now this is actually going to serve a couple of purposes. Or if you happen to be into oceanography, then a couple of purposes. Yeah, I think that's going to be... That should be good. Now we need to figure out where is our center point, because this is actually going to start basically up here. So from here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That actually works out pretty good. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. I swear, there are days that I miss some of the old things about Empyrion. Like, I surprisingly... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I surprisingly actually liked the old 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, come. Just making sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the old system of the way that the blocks were handled. But at the same time, I didn't like the way the old system was handled, the old system for the blocks. So for those who don't know, you used to build, basically, you would build these shapes directly, and they eventually compacted that down as they were adding more shapes. So if you wanted, say, you know, a 45 slope, you built that 45 corner slope. If you wanted like a regular ramp, you built the ramp block. So you didn't have just a generic block that you then said, I want to make this square or rounded or whatever, and the blocks could have different different resource requirements. So it was kind of nice because if you're using this half block, it has the same amount of materials as the full block, but you only get a portion of the hit points. But it took the same amount of resources to build the base block. So, yeah. Just personal gripe. Oh, anyway, let's see here. Do I actually have... I want something that's got like a dimple in it like that. Might be able to get away with... I don't know, that might work, actually. That could be interesting. What do I want to do these? I might use one of these. Let's switch you real quick. That could be something, actually. Because what I'm thinking here is instead of using these half blocks, is that we do something like this. and then like that, to give us a little bit of texture. The question is do we have any of these that are on slopes? I don't think we have any of these that are sloped. So I mean we could not the shape I want. That's definitely not the shape that I want. Maybe. So I'm just trying to figure out what do I want to put in here to transition into something else. But the idea is that basically these will sit in front of some armor, but we're going to have our modular cargo boxes out here. And what I was hoping to be able to do was build this so that it looked like it was like individual cargo pods, which I mean I guess I could get away with if I did rounded blocks. If we did something like these. Because what we could do then is if we did that, we could say that there, and then we could have another one something like that, maybe. And that would take... See, unfortunately, we don't have anything... I'd love to have something like where we have these corridor elements. I'd love to have something like that, but around it. I think that would be really nice. So, but that's basically what I'm thinking of, is we have something where, you know, obviously these will probably be a little bit bigger than what they are, than what these are here. Let me pick this up, actually. Grab this, because maybe what we can do is we can do... Come here. If we do the quarter elements that we're talking about, yeah. Do we want that to be that way, I think? So if we do something like that, and then we're going to have regular armor behind it. Might even do another layer, but I'm thinking we'll have at least 2 layers of expansion of modular cargo here. But for now, we can do something like this. So you'd end up maybe something like that. Let's see here, how does that look? If we move forward with that, let's see how that's looking. Quick, to the front. Not quite what I was looking for. I need this to be larger. So maybe if we do that like 4 by. See, this would be easier in creative mode. Oh, but everything is easier in creative mode, right? So I'm thinking we'll probably go something a little bit more angular. And then from there, do I want to go that way, or do I want to go? I mean, that might even work better. I think I actually like that shape better. And I want full grid version. No, I want that to go up one. All right. So, this is why you don't let me start greebling. Letting me start greebling is a bad idea. Let's end up with that. That might be more what I'm looking for. And so the reason why I'm looking at this is that what I want to do is have these guys, get that out of the way for a second. Yeah, that's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. So what I want to do is have this basically, like I said, give us enough room to have cargo behind it, to have modular cargo. So the idea is that we'll be able to have multiple, like, custom cargo, large quantity or large capacity custom cargo systems built into the ship, and maybe take that and produce a little something like use it for hiding our thrusters and such, or at least housing our thrusters, like the primary thrusters at least. And like I said, this stuff is going to get moved. That'll probably end up center-lined. Let's go. So that'll be. That's 1. Let's go 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. We just did the 2 out, right? And there you go, 1, 2, the second. Alright, so from there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go ahead and double that up, because we can, and it's going to have to be done anyway. And we're actually, we said we're going to go like so, and then from there, right, so that should be 4 on the face, and then a turn, right? 2, 3, 4, yep, and then turn. And yes, I know I can turn symmetry mode on. I'll get there. All right. Alright, so if we do that, you can do 1 there, and 1 there. And then we can take these guys out. And yes, like I said, I know it's easier to do this with if we use the drone, but this is actually helping me a little bit better. Well, at least helping me visualize it all a little bit better. What I'm thinking here is that, all right, there we go. I like this kind of. I mean, I like the concept of it. But what I'm thinking I kind of want to do is have a small room here that you come out. And I'm thinking maybe this will be where we have our actual entrance area. Because you know how I want to put the ramps in. So if I put the ramps in here, because what I'm kind of thinking is that I want to move all of the stuff that's in there up like a block or two. Let me check here. Yeah, see, that's there. Because if I do that, what I'm thinking here is that with these new pods that we're planning on building out on the side, we move the thrusters for vertical and horizontals into the pod structure. So these will actually basically be built into the superstructure here. That opens up another block layer here that we can put the warp drive into. Maybe do warp on one side, shields on the other, or even have the shields somewhere else entirely. I'm kind of liking that idea. And then we can stick the gravity generator in the middle. We did this with a single line build. But yeah, so that would allow me to basically lift a bunch of this stuff up at least one block, if not further. And we can put more turrets in. Maybe put like a small flight deck up here for like an SV, a small SV, so that when we land on a planet, you know, we have the ability to scout stuff, come back, land, have coverage, like have defensive coverage, and be able to get back into the ship. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm liking that idea, actually. Okay, so what this is going to entail then is you guys, I think, are going to come out. Yeah. Oh, damn it! Shield generator. There we go. So that's gravity area, which means our cargo blocks should be back here somewhere. Yeah. And so what we'll have to do is I'll need to add the new cargo. We did, what, 8 on that, right? So if we're doing 8, let's go doing 4. Let's take you out. Take you out. What we're going to do is we're going to relocate. Medium thruster. It's all mediums and large thruster, right? So that's all going to be relocated back here. Alright, so for you, first off, let's see, do we actually have no, okay. Just making sure I don't have thrusters hidden somewhere that I don't know about. Okay. We have 8 of you guys, because we're going to have primary propulsion on the front of this. Actually, you know what? Let's do that as well while we're here. What I'm thinking here is that we take you know what, I could probably just go ahead and add those in directly. So do we want to do... No, I want to have that sink back one. And one of the nice things about Empyrion is that that's a legal ship. Alright. So we're going to do 1, 2. Alright. We're going to come over here and do the same thing. Why am I too hot? Oh. Why did I get too hot? What was I standing next to that caused me to do that? Let's turn that off. Let's go grab some of the eat and drink. Actually. What the hell? Okay, let's grab, drink one of those, and how are we doing for food? Actually, you know what? We have it for pie. Let's eat that. There we go. We'll head down to the hangar really quick. Go grab number 2. And yeah, I'm not sure where did I go that I got hit with with heat. Anyway, so that gets us those, and then what we're going to do is we're going to basically wrap these to get us a little bit more where we need to be. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do stuff quite yet, but I do think you guys... Are you bloody... Shield? No, actually, you know what? Come here, you. Where's it at? I should have defense. There we go. Shield generator. There. We'll see if that actually leaves it turned off for a while. Alright. And then what we did on the other side, I wanted to say top, so on either side of those. Alright, so let's grab those out really quick. Alright, so can I get that? Let's do one there. And we're going to do one there. Alright. And we're going to repeat that on the other side, hopefully. You're a large thruster. You're a medium thruster. I should actually be able to get rid of you now, because we actually have a ridiculous number of large thrusters. There we go. And we're gonna have to do this again, just fine. Alright, I'm gonna check really quick. 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. Everything is exactly the same. It's just the stylings are a little different. So let's do, I'm fine with the way that those look. So we're going to end up with basically something like that. Okay, so that gets us our laterals. I'll come back and play with the details. I'm probably going to end up taking off that surface block that we did on the other side. And one of the things that I was thinking about using is something like these guys. So that'll actually replace what we have. Don't go that way. No, I like that. I think that's a better way of doing it. So I'll show you here really quick what this is going to look like. So we end up with maybe not. That may not work the way I want it to work. Which is unfortunate, because that would be, those would actually be pretty nice. I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe I'll come back and do something with them where we, when we start getting to the point where we're actually detailing the exterior of the ship. For you guys, not right now though, let's go this way. And you're gonna go like a soap. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. And once more. And one final time. So hopefully you can see kind of where I'm going with the design. Let's swap that out for a second. But if you can see kind of where I'm going, would have to, yeah. So you have the little bit of a pod on the side of it. So it isn't quite so single-lined. But we'll see how that how it all actually works out eventually. And like I said, this will be filled with mostly cargo back here, I think. And we can get rid of. We're going to be able to get rid of all of that other stuff. I think we ended up having to do this because we had something offset in here. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Alright. And then, like I said, basically this will end up giving us a little bit more leeway. So if we go Go ahead and pick that up. I can't pick up. Oh, it's because I forgot. Come here. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Let's go ahead and let's move this over to there. Oh, so we still have the 4 large thrusters, which we're going to go ahead and put on the aft end of this thing. And I don't think that the cargo, where we have the cargo pods, I don't think we're going to put the thrusters on the back of those. I think we're going to have something on the back of the ship that will actually be a better system for that. Alright, so let me go ahead. I think we're going to go ahead and pull... Actually, no, I can't pull the warp drive yet. I need to move stuff out of there. Oh, I want CV. I want the... I have to switch this around. Okay. You give me that one, and you give me Pentexit tank. Thank you. There we go. Alright. And yeah, okay, there we go. We're going to pull warp drive out. That leaves that light in there, and we're going to go... Forgot to reset everything here. That's fine. I want you and you. Alright, so that's going to come there. Actually, that if we do that, brings it up one. So yes, right? Yeah. Oh, you son of a... Really, Shields? Really? Where are you at? Why are you so... Ah, oh, so annoying. Okay, whatever. We'll make it work. Because we can. Right. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep working on getting some of this done. Like I said, we're going to... I think we're going to use this area that is down here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move stuff back so that everything is out of the way. And then that way I can seal up the chambers again so that this area is airtight. That if we do there... Yeah, I mean, that's a huge difference in how much room we have in here. Ah, the hell? Come on, let me in the door, please. Don't make me have to go through the damn hangar. Thank you. All right. Yeah, see, that's a huge difference in the amount of space that we have, and then we can take this beast out and move it up. Let's go ahead and pick this thing up. All right. And that means we can do that with it, which gets it the hell out of our way. And you, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. You're just an odd-sized device. I mean, it wasn't too bad early on in the game because it was 2x2 and most people were building even-sized ships or symmetrical ships on an even width count. So, you know, you could put this thing in the middle somewhere and be done with it, or put it off on the side somewhere and be done with it. But man, damned annoying. All right. But because the Pentexit tank is empty, we can move that. We can put that up out the way. Where it is completely out the way. And you guys are pretty full. So what we're gonna have to do is probably I want to get this down below half. Actually, I want to take it down to about a quarter. Because I'm going to be removing at least 2 tanks here, and I'm thinking those are going to eventually. Because I'm thinking this will be the area that we put our ramps in. But we'll. I don't know if we're going to lift it up or not. Honestly, it wouldn't be bad. Alright, how's our temperature looking here? Actually, okay, so it's far enough away that it doesn't look like it's really hitting us too badly with anything. Alright. Alright, let me head. You know what? I am going to just do this, because it's less frustrating getting around. Okay. So if we continue with what we have there, where we're going to end up with turrets up here, that means we can get that line in, and I'm going to go ahead and just fix that. We'll probably end up with a couple more turrets forward area here, possibly. So if we go, how do I want to do this? I think we'll do that. We'll go ahead and cap that. And this is basically just so that we can have this closed in at some point. Actually didn't want to do that lower one, but that's okay. It was going to have to be done at some point anyway. Alright, so that opens up all of that. We'll go ahead and run that to there because we can. Right, there's 2 that side. Did I leave that right on the side? Yeah, okay. So there's 2 there. And then that leaves us a block of space that we can put in more turrets if we want. We can actually run them all the way out to the edge if we really wanted to. Okay. The more I look at it, the more I'm not happy with having that squared off. I do think I'm gonna pull this out. And let's go. How do I feel about this? I don't know how I feel about that. Just feels a little too too angular, I think. So if we then, so instead of that, if we use you guys, no, not happy with that either. Well, actually, you know, that might not be bad. I know, I said I wasn't going to take these apart again. So the question will come down. Actually, while we're here, so let's go ahead and do this. May as well just go ahead and strip these all the way back. And do I want to leave? I think I want to leave that open. We're not going to put turrets here, but I will probably put turrets further back. I also want to get some turrets down on the bottom of the belly of the beast, as it were. And I need a transition piece from this, well, from the square to that, which I think will be you. And then we take this one. And I'm kind of tempted to go here with this and basically bump that out a little bit, but let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's better. It's better. I still don't think it's exactly what I want, but it is better. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna get the ship airtight again, and then when we come back next time, hopefully we'll have a little bit more for you to see. But basically, I'm going to be doing this all weekend, so I'm not too put out by it. At least not yet. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think it... Oh, crap. I did that the wrong way. Right. I need to bring that back one more. But yeah, I was going to say, I think what it's really going to come down to is getting to the point where I'm happy with the design enough that we can keep it going. This would be much easier if I was in creative mode, but I don't want to have to do all of this and then basically... crap. Damn it. Empyrion. The fact that it saves that state is really irritating. Let me cheat, damn it. Oh, anyway. I think that is probably going to about do it for us today. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Didn't get as much done as I was hoping, but we got more done than probably should have expected, considering me. Oh, I'm really tempted to flip this, like basically move these guys back here. Which I'm thinking, the more I think about it, the more I'm wanting to do it. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. And then that way I can have things blend into a bit of a ramp passing back and then square it up here with the turrets back here. And if I really need a turret up front, I could always just put a turret midship there. Or centerline it. That might work better, actually. Because if we centerline a turret here, right? Because I've got a mining turret. Actually, I have a multi-tool turret up front. I still need to put a mining turret on, and this might not be a bad place for it. But yeah, like I said, we'll get the cargo in here while we're here. Let's go ahead and get that out. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys out of the way. Can I get... I might be able to get them up there, actually. Do I want... that might be dangerous. Alright, let's take one of these out. And that's why I popped the fuel out first. Let's grab one of you. So we can get away from the heat generation. All right, and then we're going to go like so. Can I get one on either side? I can get one on either side. Oh, that could be dangerous. Oh. There we go. I kind of like that layout, actually. Because if we do that, I can put one on either side. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay. Because that means I can then reseal this off, make this its own compartment again. And then we can make this whole ship just a little bit more airtight. Alright, so if I do, so I did that with the large wall to the back. That way. Okay. And let's go grab, actually, you know what? I can do it here. I'm just going to do that. Not. Ah, crap. Just freaking son of a... You smart son of a... Are we not getting there too? Oh, we got our 2 in here again. Okay. Oh, let me go fill up my O2 tank. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This has been a whole lot of time of just kind of putzing around. So thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with y'all. I still need to figure out what the hell to do with that. Oh, I know what I can do with those. I know exactly what I can do with those. We'll fix those while we're doing stuff in the ship as well. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for stopping in. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you, and as much as I complain about some of the silly stuff that I have to deal with in this game, I really do enjoy it. So I am planning on keeping this series going for quite some time into the future. And hopefully you'll continue to join me and hang out with me while we do all of that. Because I'm enjoying it, so hopefully you are as well. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And if I don't see you before then, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And we'll see you back here next week for more Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.